I want to show you what I've been working on lately. Today we're going to look at all of my holdbacks and all of my pickups that I've recently added to the collection and the future plans as we look into the future and the upcoming breeding season. Let's get to work. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me today. This is Adam at Proper Royals. If we haven't met before, this channel is all about my family's hobby and going from hobby to business, and it's all about ball pythons, and we document everything right here on the Proper Royals channel. Today, I want to talk about, I realized I've been pretty busy the past couple months. It is basically mid-October. Since August, I've been really pretty active, and I didn't really quite realize it until I kind of made a list. So I want to show you 11 animals today that I've either picked up or hatched and held back since mid-August. So mid-August to mid-September to mid-October, so 2 months. And I've also, it's a good time to do this because I've also kind of put a kibosh on buying any more. The budget is closed down for the rest of this year. It's time to really focus on pairing in this breeding season. So picking up and holding back was in preparation for what we got coming up, and then of course the holdbacks will be for next breeding season. They're not ready to breed yet. And kind of the theme today, I've got two separate sort of sections. One section is a little bit more random. That's the first one. I do have plans for all of those animals, and then the second section is all about kickstarting my clown project and really getting that is going to hugely level up this year and next year. I'm going to have some really amazing clowns coming out in the next couple of years, and that's just one of the Recessive projects that I'm working on. So I got 11 snakes to show you. I'm not going to dilly around. We're going to get right to it, and this doesn't need to be a crazy long video. I'm going to show these snakes off, and then I'm going to talk about the plans. Make sure you got a plan. You're going to go broke if you're just buying every snake that looks cool and you got no plan. The more you can stick to the plan, the more efficient you're going to be, and the more quickly you're going to get to your goals. Let's start checking out some snakes. Hey guys, a quick editing update. I want to let you know this video got very long with 11 different snakes. So today is going to actually just be part one. This will take you up through and until the clown project. So the first 6 snakes that weren't clown related. And then part 2 will focus on the clown project. So make sure you keep an eye out when part 2 is released. I'll link it on here so you can watch the whole video. Back to the regularly scheduled video. Enjoy it. Alright, so this first section of snakes is going to seem like it's a little bit all over the place, but you'll see there's individual plans for each one. So there's a variety of different projects that I'm working through on that. That second section, again, will focus on clowns. This first snake I picked up is a Mystic Potion. Matter of fact, both of these pickups are from George Emde. E-M-D-E is how he spells his last name. If you haven't seen his stuff, go check it out. This guy has got all the good stuff, man. At the shows, he is top notch, I promise. So I ran into George twice at 2 different shows this year, and each time I picked up an animal. So I'm going to show you both of those. The first is a Mystic Potion, which is the Mojave gene with the Mystic gene. Now both of those are in the blue-eyed leucistic complex, and I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but all I'll say is be careful picking up blue-eyed leucistic complex animals because you're going to make white snakes, and as your collection grows and you hold back more and more, you're going to be limited. It doesn't do you any good to nail a recessive with dominant stacked on top of it if it's just a white snake. You don't get to enjoy the visual beauty of it. They're harder to sell, and you're not 100% sure what's in there anyhow. However, Mystic and Mojave produce a really, really cool, visually stunning snake that really doesn't fade out. This snake lasts a long time with its beauty. So I got a little female, and then I do have a male Super Mojave. And so if I bred those two together, because they're allelic, every offspring would be either a Mystic Potion or a Super Mojave. That's pretty cool. And if I bred a normal male to this girl, every offspring would either be a Mystic or a Mojave. Pretty cool, no normals, and I can have a little bit more control over the breeding with the Mojave and Mystic genes. There's a little bit of value there, and of course blue-eyed leucistics will pay the bills for a long time. So let's check this girl out. So you can see her colors, kind of a purplish snake with a yellow background on the on that back line. And this one does have just beautiful blue striking eyes. And she's doing really, really well. She's already on live rats, and actually tonight will be her first feeding on frozen. We'll see how she does. So that's the Mystic Potion pickup. My second pickup from George, and I don't want to get it down a rabbit hole telling too many stories here, but George is really great on customer service. He took time to ask me what I'm working on, what animals I've got, and I could see a light go off in his head when I told him that I had a female lavender that was 66% het pied that I was breeding to a het lavender, het pied male. And he said, hang on, I think I got the animal for you. So George pulls out this male, which is a lavender 100% het pied. What that did was really jump-started my Dreamsicle project program, because now I don't have to go het to het on the lavender portion. So even if I miss Dreamsicles and my girl doesn't prove to be pied, my odds are higher with visual lavender to lavender to produce. So it's going to jumpstart the offspring, and it's going to move the project forward. Even if she doesn't prove, then I have babies that will be 50% het pied. So huge thank you to George. Check out his stuff when you get a chance. Look at that animal. You can't beat that right there. So my next animal, I have a pied project going, and a lot of those females are coming into season now. I got 3 het pied females, and I don't have any visual pieds. And I was lucky enough to collaborate with some friends, Lauren, Scott, and Luke over at Galactic Reptiles. I borrowed their banana pied stud, and I did get a visual lock on all of those, so I have been able to breed with a visual pied. But before that, I had picked up this guy who is a male ready to breed. I got him from Justin Kabilka. He is a yellow belly Enchi het pied 100%. So I really do like what Enchi does to pieds. It lowers the white. Yellow belly gives it those colors and the splash. We all know about yellow belly. But I also have an orange dream male in my pied project, leopard. And then what else? I've got a het albino het pied as well. So getting all those together and then looking at future possible, oh, and of course the Dreamsicles with the pied project also. So I was excited to get this guy. He'll be valuable. I'm going to start breeding him through. He's really skittish. He is not well socialized. So I'm trying not to get tagged by him, but he's a stunning example of what you would look for. The golden yellows, the golds coming through from the Enchi and the yellow belly. Really sandy, dirty belly. You could see there's no question that's a yellow belly. So you got a high definition example that I really like. And then you can see just the, like I say, the golden banding. Now this girl I haven't properly named yet. We've just been calling her Candy, but she is a candy, visual candy albino. Super clean. I just love these. They're like a perfect banana with no spots, and they don't fade, and bright deep red eyes. This one is actually a funny story. If you get a chance, well, there's a really short, it's not a short video, it's not a shorts, but it is a short video, only like 2 minutes or so. When I picked this girl up, this was actually a Craigslist find, which I don't do very often, but I got to know the owner a little bit and decided that I would pick up the snake. And of all places, we met in a Dollar General parking lot. And what happens when I'm in the Dollar General parking lot? The place gets robbed while I'm waiting for this snake to come up. I made a little video telling the story, but nonetheless, this is Candy. She is a visual recessive gene, and she's beautiful, but I cannot wait to work this Candy into pied projects, into clowns. She's almost up to size. Next year I probably will breed her with a visual clown, although if I get a visual pied, I'm not sure. That'd be a toss-up. I'll see what visuals I have along the way that are ready to breed at that point. The other thing that she can do is breed with het albino or visual albino offspring and go down the Candino project line as well. So she is a great addition to my recessive projects, and I'll start breeding her for double hets probably actually before I aim for visuals from her, although we'll see on that. So that is Candy, and I don't know if it's indicative of all candies. I'm sure it's not, but this girl eats like a beast. Stand back on feeding night on this girl. Whew. This girl, this is a female. She is at least Orange Dream, But look at the example of this. I mean, look how clean those sides are and reduced those sides are. And she is just vibrant. And I've shown her off a little bit, so I'm not going to pull out her clutch mates. But she is just an exceptional example from the clutch. And she is possible 66% het pied and 50% het albino. I don't know if that double het is playing into, look at that, into some of those, you know, making her just an incredible example or what. I really wasn't planning on holding back any from that clutch unless I got visual pieds, which I didn't. I missed on the het-to-het pairing. When I saw this girl, I said, man, I just need to find out what's going on with her. And even if I just line breed that example of Orange Dream, that's incredible. So look at the tail stripe on that, just how incredibly clean the whole thing is. She doesn't look very happy, so I'm gonna make sure I don't get tagged. You can see the belly as well. Incredible tracks. Gotta take a shot with that one, right? So that concludes part 1. I hope you'll keep it right here on the Proper Royals channel. And once this is posted, I will link part 2 in one of these suggested videos right here so you can click right over. Make sure you check out part 2. And until next time, see ya!